After 6 years of observing Parisian babes, since an illness led me to live part-time here in Paris, I've created this new mini-series for my Parisian Babe videos to share some key ways that you can be a babe Parisian style, even if you don't live in Paris, even when you're wearing clothes with simple shapes, to achieve the kind of Parisian beauty that tends to stand out from average beauty.
I've coined the term Parisian Babe to identify those women here who I find come across as more physically beautiful than I'd expect them to be from their surface details alone, such as from their clothes or faces. For instance, a Parisian babe might possess a face that my American self might otherwise consider technically plain by today's beauty standards, yet appear so wildly attractive to me that I can't take my eyes off of her.
As I travel back and forth between Seattle and Paris, I've been struck by the different outlook that Parisian women generally tend to have toward developing their potential outer beauty, at least compared to what my American self is used to. Parisians, I believe, often tend to strive to cultivate their outer beauty by first developing and bringing out their inner beauty, which then they often believe tends to lead to a more breathtaking kind of outer beauty. This approach of first striving to tap into their inner beauty is a main reason why, I believe, many tourists who feel dazzled by Parisian babes can find it challenging to put their finger on exactly what makes their sort of beauty so different, because the source of it can't be seen in an obvious way. I felt the same sort of confusion when I was a junior in college, living here in Paris with a French family. Back then, I felt oh so smitten by many Parisian women who had a variety of faces and figures, and by some who might have been 30 years older than me. My 20-year-old self longed to ask them, how is it that you can appear so gorgeous, even when your face might otherwise be seen as plain or wrinkled, or even when you're wearing simple clothes? Since I couldn't put my finger on precisely what it was that made those babes different, at the time I guessed that it came from their clothes alone. But after an illness forced me to live shut away in my house for 14 years, during which time I worked hard to transform a tidal wave of adversity into inner wisdom, when I returned to Paris, I saw those Parisian babes in a deeper way. I began to believe that the true source of their look wasn't from things like the way they wore scarves, although scarves can certainly enhance their look. In the 6 years that I've been here, I believe I've managed to unlock what used to be secrets to me before my illness, about this sort of beauty for which Parisians are famous. So in this mini-series, Parisian Babe, How to Be It from the Inside Out, I'll be sharing what I've learned. In each video, I'll reveal a way that you can be a babe in a Parisian sense, with the kind of captivating beauty that begins with your inner self.
Look in the description below for links to buy my book, to subscribe to my videos, and for links to my other Parisian Babe videos.